This is the seventh year, the seventh show, and the first year was really exciting because we had no idea how the idea that we had of making an art exhibition organized by non-art majors, non-art students. We really didn't know how it was going to happen, and it ended up coming off quite well. And since then, there's kind of a link between all the different years. Each year builds upon the previous year's exhibition. The way that it works is that students get a list of artists to select from. That list is generated by the Frost Art Museum, and we want professionally active artists. Now, students will not know professionally active artists in the Miami arts community because they're not art majors, they're not art history majors, many have not been to contemporary art exhibitions. So from that list, that's where they start. They have to contact the artist, there's no contact differentiation, there's just a name. And from there, then they get those artists, they interview them, they meet them, they go to their exhibitions, they go to their studios. From that, they select which works they would like to be in the show in collaboration with the artist, and then we put it up. But at the same time that that's happening, there are all different projects and thrusts of aesthetics and values. So they have a website, so they have a social media presence, they have to write press releases and release those. And then a major thing is that they have to fundraise to produce the catalog for the exhibition. When you see the catalog, the bios are written by the artists, and they all have interviews that the students have conducted. And then they need to organize a reception, and over the next month and a half, they'll be giving tours of the exhibition to guests of FIU. The exhibition itself is really the main project of the class, but the class is a lot more than just and we're very fortunate that many of the local institutions welcome us in really special ways. So we go to the Rebel collection, we go to the Margulies collection, we go to CIFO, we go to Pulse during Art Basel, we also go to the Lowe, the Norton, the local galleries, the David Castillo Gallery, the Dorsch Gallery, and Gallery Diet, all welcome us in. The gallery owners come out and speak to the students in a really intimate manner and in a very honest manner as well. Another thing that the class does is we have a lecture series that the students have developed. So we've had a lot of local artists come in. Wendy Wisher, Cesar Trasovares have spoken, and we just last year we had David Castillo and Omar Lopez Chaul come in and talk about the curatorial process. And so then we also, in addition to this, we have lectures where we look at what I think is the most provocative artwork, whether its concept is provocative, its subject matter is provocative, or its method is provocative. And we have heated discussions about this in class. And my approach to teaching is to ask difficult questions and provide no answers, because I think that the students finding an answer themselves is much more educational for them. That difficult process of how do I resolve this is the learning process in this class. The students have earned national recognition for their efforts. For 5 years in a row now, they've presented at the National Collegiate Honors Council Conference, which is entirely the students organizing a project that they've done in class, an aspect that they've done in relation to this class. What they did is they worked with Pia Lindman, a Finnish artist, in one of her performances. And what they did, and then collaborating with Pia Lindman, they recreated the performance at this conference in Kansas City. And it was audience interaction. And it was so amazing to see these two students that were international business majors doing a very audience interactive, cutting edge contemporary art performance with a Finnish artist at an academic conference in Kansas City. Well, you know, in a sense, it's very difficult to say art is about something without thinking of Francis Picabia saying art is about nothing. Because I think that ultimately Picabia's response is it's the Cannibal Manifesto of Dadaism. By being about nothing, art is about everything.
Yeah.
and I love him because he's Cuban and French, which is my family. And